So a couple weeks ago, I did a review on the Rhone 4K projector. The projector's been great. It gives off a really good picture. It's easy to set up and it doesn't cost a lot of money. And if you guys want to check that review out, I will be putting a link in the video description. And in that video, I was using this white projector screen that we have in the background. It was something that I built myself with some vinyl that I got off Amazon. I didn't want to spend a lot of money and I thought it had a decent picture. But in this video, I'm going to show you how much better your picture can get with any projector using a proper ALR projector screen. You're actually going to be surprised how good the picture is even with the lights on. So I'm going to be doing a comparison between the regular white vinyl versus the ALR screen, and also how good the picture quality looks like in the day and at night. So the ALR screen that I got is from Vivid Storm and it is motorized. It raises from the floor up. You can pretty much move it anywhere you need to in your house. It's not that heavy. It's got a great picture and it literally can be set up in minutes. So even with the screen raised up just that much, you can already tell a huge difference between the contrast ratio and the picture quality. On the ALR screen, the colors are so much more vivid. You can see the picture so much better, and the background below the picture is a lot darker than it is on the white screen. And on the white screen, you can see that the colors are muted, everything's kind of washed out, and the black background is white, so it's not going to have a really good contrast. And this is in my basement with all the lights on, and when we turn the lights off, you're also going to see how much the contrast ratio is increased versus the regular white screen. And again, this is using the Rhone 4K projector, but these screens work with pretty much any projector that you're going to have. So now that we have the lights off in my basement, I do have a little bit of lights coming from the stairwell and in the back of my basement, but that doesn't affect the ALR screen at all. Now if we take a look at these two pictures, the vibrancy of the back picture on the white screen has definitely increased with turning the lights off, but if you take a look at the contrast, we can see on the ALR screen there's a lot darker area on the bottom of the screen here versus on the white screen. If you look up at the top, you can see that it's kind of washed out with that white. So when you're watching movies in a darker environment with a dark scene, you're definitely going to notice a huge difference in the contrast versus the ALR screen and the white screen. Now, I don't know if you guys can tell from looking at the screen here, but in real life, the darker portions of the screen are much darker than they are on the white screen in the back. If I look at the white screen in the back, I can see like a white haze in the background, whereas the Vivid Storm, it's totally black on the black portion of the bottom screen. So not only does it shine in a brightly lit room, but it also gives you a better contrast ratio in a totally dark environment as well. And you can also see how much this screen makes the Rhone projector picture that much better. And if you watch my review, you can see that the contrast ratio on the white screen was okay, but it's definitely 100 times better with the ALR screen. So now that we've seen what the projector can do in lighting conditions from overhead lighting, I kind of wanted to bring it upstairs into my living room where we get a lot of natural light. As you can see, I have a lot of big windows off to my left here that bring in a lot of natural light into the room, and I wanted to show you what that light does to the screen and the picture when it's coming in from the side and not from the top. As you can see, the Rhone projector has plenty of lumens to light up this 120-inch screen very easily for you to see. So if you're going to be using a projector in a room where there's going to be a lot of light, you know that you can still easily see the picture. Of course, this isn't the optimal situation to have so much light coming into the room, but if you can't control that light, you'll at least know what the picture quality would be like using this projector with an ambient light rejecting screen. And then here we have a video that's a bit more colorful than the last, and you can still see if I hold up a white cardboard how much more washed out the screen gets versus the rest of the ALR screen. And yet, even though with all the light, you can still easily see what's on the screen. Now I'm going to lower down my sunshades to kind of control the light coming into the room so you can see what that little bit of difference does for the picture. So I know you can already tell the difference between the picture quality just by lowering down the sunshades to kind of control the light coming into the room a little bit more. The picture definitely looks a lot better. It's a lot more vibrant, and you can see it a lot easier than we could when there was full light coming into the room. But as you saw before, when there was even more light, the Rhone projector has plenty of lumens to light up this size screen. And because the Rhone projector and the Vivid Storm screen are easily movable, they pair perfectly anywhere in your house, so the kids can play video games or you can watch the big game. So after getting to experience what the ALR screen can do for my projector, I will never go back to DIY screens again. Why would you go back to any other screen that's not going to give you the best possible picture for your projector? So now not only can you use your Rhone projector in a totally dark room and get a great picture, but you can also use it in a room you can't totally black out all the light and still get a picture you can easily see. And if you're using a regular white screen like I did, you're not going to know how good the picture quality is going to be until you actually get to experience the ALR screen. So if you want a projector with a really good picture that's easy to set up and it doesn't cost a lot of money, I would definitely recommend getting Rhone. And if you want to further enhance that picture quality, I would definitely also recommend getting the Vivid Storm ALR screen. And again, if you guys want to pick these up, I will be putting links to both the projector and the Vivid Storm screen in the video description. And if you guys enjoyed the video, it would really help out the channel if you gave me a thumbs up and consider subscribing. Thank you all for watching. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.